Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome to the T Squad and welcome to Faith Thoughts. It's an episode that I post on my channel every Saturday. I talk about the things that the Holy Spirit is teaching me to help me, and I also share with you guys to help you guys on your own journey with God. So if that's what you're interested in, if that's something that excites you and brings you joy, stick around, subscribe, like, and most importantly, please comment down below your thoughts about the topic of today. As you can see from the title, I'll be talking about covetousness. Before, the first time I heard about covetousness was the 10 Commandments, okay? And I don't know, for a reason, I thought I knew the extent to which the word covetousness meant. And back then I was like, okay, it means not eyeing your neighbor's thing. And for some reason I always thought that it was limited to like maybe eyeing their properties, their wives, their husbands, children, just physical things. But the Holy Spirit has been bringing my attention and my mind to covetousness in the sense of eyeing other people's success, eyeing other people's lives, how they live their lives. I'm going to explain, okay? So a little story time. One of my friends traveled abroad when we were still in school, and for some reason when she eventually told me that she was gone, I was like, oh my God, how can this girl be gone? Like, make it make sense. Like, I've been seeing this girl in school like for a while, and like we have been in school for a very long time. So how come this girl is gone? Like, it did not actually sit well with me. I could not bring myself to accept that this girl had traveled and I haven't traveled yet. I was angry at myself for being not motivated enough, not pushful enough, not working hard enough to travel. I was angry at God for letting her travel before me. I was angry at my parents for not doing enough for me to make me travel, and I felt bad for feeling this way. I felt bad for having these thoughts, but at that time I did not really put a name to what that was. Before, I used to call it jealousy. I used to just term it all as jealousy. But of recent, the Lord has been bringing covetousness into my mind and saying that is a form of covetousness. You eyeing somebody else's success, you having a wish that I wish I was this person. Okay, I want this thing that this person has. Like, this is also my own desire. And it does not only end in you having a strong desire for what that person has. It goes further and takes you to hating that person and questioning that why should they be having those things before you. And it goes further to saying that they don't deserve that thing that they have. They don't deserve the car they have. They don't deserve the house. They don't deserve the opportunities that they're getting. But you, aka me, I deserve these things because maybe I'm more righteous in my own eyes. I am more educated, I am more, so it's a form of covetousness. That also shows how prideful I was, thinking that I can do all things by my own physical strength and not think that maybe God had other plans for me. Like, who does that? I'm really, really happy that the Lord was bringing these things to me and to my mind, because for a long time I was very ashamed of myself, because it brought me some shame that my friend traveled and I did not travel. I felt like I failed. I felt like I was not doing enough. Like, why would she do that? Like, why was she going ahead of me? I was supposed to be the person going ahead of her. Like, under what circumstances? Why was I thinking that way? That's a very selfish and very proud mentality. A very proud mentality. And I feel like that is what the Holy Spirit has been highlighting to me, like, of recent, because I eventually repented from that habit, from the thoughts and everything. But there was still some part of me that wanted to understand why these things was happening the way it was. And the Holy Spirit was telling me, he was teaching me that, first of all, he has other plans for me. For my friend, it might be that traveling was their own season at that time. Like, God has what he has for them, and he has what he has for me. Like, can we even talk about how, because we are focusing on what other people have, we tend to lose sight of what we have. Like for me, for example, because I was more focused on, oh my God, my friend has traveled, and I also have the desire to travel abroad, but because I was so focused on why God was letting her travel before me, why God, okay, I accept that God has allowed her to travel, but this has been 2 years, 3 years, and I haven't still traveled. So why was God not doing the same thing for me? I was losing sight of the things that God was teaching me in this moment. For example, God brought me into a business, okay? This is for a long time something that I have always desired, starting a business, knowing how to be in the business field. And for some reason, God has brought me into that place, because in my mind, I thought, okay, maybe when I've traveled, when I'm now making the money, the bag, that's when I'm eventually going to be inside the business. But God was bringing business in front of me, like he's bringing business right now and teaching me the basics. Like he's actually working, like taking me through these steps and making me have contact with people who are helping me, showing me the route. And I'm losing sight of what he's doing right now because I'm trying to focus on, oh, I haven't traveled. God is also using this period to work on my life. God has used this period to show me who I really was, to show me who I really am, to show me how prideful I am, to show me how I lack in communication skills, to show me how I don't appreciate people enough. I don't honor people, I don't honor my relationship with people. I easily assume things about people, and this period, I feel like this period is a very, very crucial period in my life, because the things that I have learned, the things that I have gone through, the processes and the times that I have fallen down and God has woken me up, it is so important to the person that I am becoming, and I feel like maybe, because I don't know the reason why, but maybe if I had traveled at the time I wanted to travel, I would not have the opportunity to learn all these things. Maybe I would have been too focused on trying to get the bag. Maybe I would have been too focused on traveling, going on summer vacations. And all of these things are beautiful, they are nice, but I'm just like seeing that, oh, God has a very, very broad and a very thoughtful plan for each and everyone, and I just want to bring it back to us, in our everyday life, and just say that for you, it might be something different, it's always going to be different from each and everybody. But I want you to look at that aspect in your life where you feel like you are being very covetous about. Look at that thing that you keep on wishing that you had. Look at that situation that you keep on wishing that you were in. I have longed and longed to travel since I was like 19 years old, and I haven't still traveled. And I know that it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of grumbling. When I look at how my life has changed, like if I had traveled at 19, I don't know if by now I would have given my life to Christ. If I have traveled by 19, I don't know that I would have started a business by now. If I have traveled by 19, I don't know that I would have met the people that I've met, listening to the preachers and the friends I have now. There are so many things that I don't know that I would have done. Before, I was just like, oh my God, I want to go abroad so that I can go and work money, so I can have the dough, I can have the bag, and live a lavish life, and live the life that I've seen the girls on Instagram live. And God was like, oh, girl, I see where you're going, but that's not the thing I have for you. And I'm honestly so grateful to God, because that life, it will not pay me. That life will not pay me, and I'm so grateful to God that he withheld the going abroad from me so that I can build myself in a better place. Like I can have a good and a better version of myself, like who I am today. I'm so grateful to God. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, comment down below something that you have been covetous about. Okay, I know it's not easy, but comment down below what you think you have been jealous about. And I also like this video, share this video with your friend and tell them that I've posted, and I'll see you guys in my next faith taught video.